Cool. Good to go. All right. So now we'll get this recorded. I'm not in a data center. I promise. No. I'd be dying of heat. All right, VK. I got you. So first thing I want to get out of the way, VK. I know you asked a question in the main stock chat, and by the way, anybody that has questions on the server in general or anything about your broker, any specific questions about general trading, anything that goes along with the app, anything specific, guys, you can always feel free to ask. First of all, my DMs are always open, okay? You can always ask me anything personally if you want, but always use the questions channel to your advantage. Questions channel is a really solid place for you to get anything out of the way. I promise if it's something general, it might be answered already. I promise most of the things that we see more often, we'll pin it. Okay, every single channel on the server, guys, every single channel on the server has pinned messages, and I swear you will find something helpful here that maybe you wouldn't have come across if you didn't look. But we have a lot of frequently asked questions that come up in here. I try to save. Obviously, you see how many, most of these pinned messages are myself, I just realized. But yeah, I try to reference to these messages as often as possible. To make it not only easier for you guys, but also for myself, because we see a lot of the same questions. So make sure you pop into, first, again, every single channel. So if I go to the main options chat, you'll also see very helpful things that regards to options. You'll see the earnings calendar pinned every single week. A lot of helpful things that you'll see in here, guys. So especially if you're a new trader or if you're new to Discord, hop into the pinned messages. Again, in every single channel, you'll see something probably that can be helpful to you. All right, so VK, you still in here? Still in here? All right, cool. Yeah, VK, I got you. So in the XTrades web app, you'll see the XTrades item store. You can do this on the mobile app as well. Just go to the XTrades item store, and you'll see here where it says scans. We're probably going to start, I would say towards the end of the year, probably start adding a lot more things into this. Some of this stuff is not outdated, but it's just needs a little bit of a refresher and maybe a little reset on what's in here. If you didn't already know, the XTrades Algo Pro comes with lifetime membership. If you're not familiar with it, I'll go over it. It looks like this, but I will use it live, likely when the market starts. We got about 5 minutes left till market opens, and I'll show you guys a little bit briefly on how to use it. Lifetime members get access to this free included. It has $1,000 value, but again, lifetime members is totally free. You'll see all a bunch of indicators here, but to answer your question specifically, VK, you got FinViz scans here. This was posted by Youngbuck a couple of years ago. It still very much applies to this. This is totally free. All you need to do is hit download, and what it does is it'll download a few text scanners that you can basically import into. Looks just like this. I'll show you real quick. You can import this directly into FinViz. So I could actually copy paste this. Here's the one that you would want, right? Short squeeze scanner. This is a mid cap scanner, right? For stocks that are between the dollar, right? The explanation is here. I mean, it's really just a text file, so I guess technically I could just copy paste this to you. So VK, I got you. So check it out. All of these are scanners right here. So if you want to use these settings, you can keep those settings. But yeah, there's a potential reversal scanner. It uses RSI and stocks that are up at least 5% on the day. You know, and signifying a potential reversal. So can we get more if possible down the line? Yeah, of course. Actually, I have some. I know like JTW has a few scanners. A Brycat, awesome trader, guys. If you are not familiar with the message that I sent yesterday, I hope you guys are paying attention to the Elite XTrades chat right here. This is one of the, I think, the highest quality channels that we've had on the server since I've been here, and I've been here for 5 years now, or maybe 6. I think I came in 2019. Right, so keep that in mind. Use this elite X-ray chat. I know it's under the options section, but really you could use this as well for if you don't trade options and you trade commons, just buying shares and selling shares. That's totally fine. You can still use this channel as an advantage. Not every single stock in here that's mentioned is a $100, $500, $400 stock, right? So I know most the common person is not buying thousands of shares when there's a $400 stock, right? Especially if you're a brand new trader. Guys, we got 1 minute left till market open, by the way. Baba has a huge gap up with earnings. Oh my God, baby. Woo. Oh my God, I've been waiting for this, bro. Woo. I got Baba 130 calls for October. Should be a nice gainer today. I'm probably going to take profits at the open. This move is too big. The same thing happened with PDD. If you recall last week, this thing moved crazy at the pre-market. It hit 140 and then totally dumped, and now is back to 120 PDD. So Baba is one of those stocks that you should probably take profits at the open if you took a trade. I literally can't hear it. Can you guys still hear me? Mic check, mic check. Market's open. Let's see what the market looks like already here. Possibly, pal. Can you hear? Can everybody else hear me? Yo, what's up, Carlos? What's going on, brother? Rack, what's up? Raj, Atlas, thanks for joining, man. Jan, thanks for joining. Okay, perfect. Nice, pal. I was gonna say, I think everybody can hear me. What's up, JJ? Top Notch, Slickwicks. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Killa? Shoreem, what's up? Sure, Adam, what's going on? Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Feel free to bring up any questions. Thanks for joining. Welcome to XTrades. Those are on free trial. Just for you guys joining the free trial, by the way, joining the live stream, we do provide an incentive on all membership plans, guys. And today is the last day of the last stream of the month. We usually do a little bit of a nice incentive for all members that are interested in joining membership. I gotta check my trades here in a second, but the regular pricing is $38 a month just for you guys joining the live stream today. We give out 10% off the monthly membership, so this comes to $35 for the month. And the biggest thing with that is it's a recurring discount. It's not just a one-time discount. So feel free to DM me, friend request me after this, and I'll be happy to provide you that incentive. That's for the monthly. The 1 year is normally $388. This is down to $330 for the year if you're interested in taking the 1 year membership. If you already pay a certain amount, if you already pay this amount, I cannot change what you're currently paying, but we can definitely upgrade you with the discount. Lifetime is normally $1588, but this is down to 25% off, comes to just under $1,200. This is also the only plan that has a payment plan, just in case you guys are interested in that lifetime membership. There are huge incentives to that, which is 2 hours mentoring from any top trader on the server. That's probably the biggest benefit of the lifetime, in my opinion, at least. That mentoring goes a long way, believe me. You kind of build a relationship with the mentor, so it's huge. It says 2 hours, but it's really more than that, because you get homework. You kind of get little assignments and just kind of, checking everything that you're, you can run your trades by that mentor, and, you kind of get help for, I would say, forever as a lifetime member, honestly. So using that as a resource is huge. All right. So any questions, guys, feel free to ask away. I'm going to talk first about the Discord, and then we'll kind of dive into more about the app and how it works. and how you should be using it to your benefit. If you are only using Discord and you've been a member for a long time, you guys, you're missing out huge by not using the app. I know initially we had a lot of traders who were like, I don't need the app. I don't want to use another app. I don't really want to use it. But I promise when you use it hand in hand together, it is it's like a cheat code, man. I'm telling you guys. And I'll go over why that is. All right, but for now, holy crap, I gotta close some trades here, guys. So bear with me a second. And let me know, drop any questions, guys. Feel free to ask any questions, and I'll make sure I get to them. Just bear with me here. I got a nice little move on Toast. I went long on Toast yesterday. I love the setup. PDD looks good today also, thanks to... Actually, it doesn't look great. But Baba looks freaking amazing today. Yeah, I gotta cut this Baba trade. Give me a second. We got a banger here. I'm gonna close a trade on the app just so you guys see it. I'm gonna close this Bob X, which is basically an ETF here, up over 10% here. I'm closing this one. Taking profits, baby. No one went broke taking profits. Always keep that in mind. Bob X was just a swing. And then we've got Baba. Where are we? Oh, did I cut Baba yesterday? Possibly. All right, I thought I had Baba open. It's on my broker. Yeah, I'm cutting this right now. 7. Bear with me, guys. 7. Okay. Good there. DKNG, let me double check that one as well. Oh my god, yes, baby. Whew. I need DraftKings above 48. If we close above 48.50, man, DraftKings looks like a really nice move towards 50. We'll see what happens there. I got a little bit of a messy chart here. I've been charting this for a long time. All right, guys. So for you guys that are not familiar, every single day, pretty much religiously, JTW posts a live stream plan, spy plan, pretty much every day. I know he's been feeling kind of under the weather lately, due to just he's got some pains and lately might need surgery and stuff. So hopefully, prayers out to JTW, man. He's one of our top analysts here. He hasn't posted the spy plans, which is kind of concerning. So not to worry though. We do have other traders that mention, some kind of plan for their spy analysis intraday. So we got King Sigma, which is a solid trader. He's always, man, the guy stays on the leaderboard. But yeah, so let's mark some levels on the chart here. For now, we'll just do this since we don't have a spy plan specifically today so far. And let me make sure that that is the case from JTW. Make sure. Because I trade the spy plan pretty much religiously every day. Oh, was this today? Did I just miss it? Oh, yeah, he posted it early. I bet. All right, so we got a spy plan here. I'm just going to copy paste this. Every single member on the server, paid member, you guys have access to what's called the Trade Plan Navigator. I try to talk about this as often as possible. It basically is these levels right here. You're going to see me change these levels live right now. This is the Trade Plan Navigator, and what this does, guys, if you can manage to find a plan for your trade and you use this to your advantage, it'll take away the question that everybody has. When do you take profit? When do you cut a trade? When do you stop loss? Right? It's so difficult, guys, to trade without having a plan in mind. Because what do you do when you're up 30%? What do you do when you're up 50%? Right? Do you just take profits randomly? Right? A lot of people miss out on profits on a bigger move sometimes because they just think, man, I got to take profits right here, like no matter what. right? In with my Baba trade, I only taken profits because we hit our third price target here. Actually, let me show you really quickly on Baba. Right? We gapped up huge thanks to earnings. I mean, obviously, so we're well above PT3 here. So this is easy money, take profits every time. You see a huge gap up like that, guys? Take profits, leave runners when possible. But sometimes you don't have the possibility to leave runners, and that's okay. There's always an next trade as long as your portfolio allows it. 649.62. So what I'm doing here is I'm changing the levels here. 650.61, 647.35. Again, and I'll go into right after this. We'll go into detail on the app and the Discord channels, guys. I just want to mark these levels so we have it for reference. Put entry is 646.50. 50. Put PT1 is 645.29. You guys can see what I'm copying, right? 644. Again, every member has access to this trade plan navigator, totally free. Just need your trading username, guys. Just DM me and I'll get this over to you. And I highly recommend just get familiar with what this is offered to you. Is this the same stop loss average down as yesterday, huh? Yep, shared stop loss average down. Okay. All right, so levels only changed just a little bit. We stayed in this kind of relatively same zone after yesterday. Yesterday we had a beautiful move. Oh my God, it was amazing. Just took longs all day long pretty much. I think I got wrecked a little bit right here. But after that, we just gap up. I mean, I tried to point it out. We had the 921 EMA combo, the 200 SMA, the 333 SMA, all this stuff kind of holding as support, and all we did was just form a bullish cloud ribbon shaping up, and everything just went up beautifully yesterday. It was amazing. So hopefully we get similar action. Doesn't always get that easy when it comes to SPY, but we'll see what happens. Callie, do you want to come up? I have no problem with anybody that wants to actually come up on the mic. That's totally fine with me. But looks like you're not in the stream anymore. Yeah, some people just press that button for fun and then they leave. It's really weird. All right, so let me set my alerts based on the SPY plan that I just posted right here, or that I just followed right here. So basically what this does is anything that triggers any of these right here, I don't have to set specific lines for this. It's basically going to alert me every time we go above or below any of these lines right here. All right. Tepo, yes, you do. XTrades Algo Pro is free for lifetime members, guys. Just let me know when you get a chance. DM me your TradingView username, and I will give you the access. Literally, I could do it right now. If you get, actually, just drop it in the chat right now. I'll give it to you right now, man. No problem. Just need your TradingView username. But yes, it is free for lifetime members, guys. APLD, holy crap, I forgot about APLD. Oh my God, I gotta check APLD, guys. Give me 1 second. Marvel's getting rocked today. I kind of want to take a chance. I drew a line here at 63, saying I would potentially take longs here if we get down here. But I don't like trading. I have a 3-day rule. If there's earnings involved, I don't like trading it, so I'll just wait it out. But that looks like a decent opportunity, in my opinion. Oh my God, what happened with APLD, bro? Oh my God, we got a nice gap up, and then it just like dunked over here and minus 2%. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to see this towards 18 right now. Tepo Yuri, all right, got you. With the period? With the period at the end? No period. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll do this right now. No worries. And again, anybody, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. Feel free to ask away. Don't be shy, guys. I tell everyone on the stream, and pretty often, I say, you know, those that ask questions really go a longer way, guys. Those that ask questions really go a longer way. So do not be afraid to ask questions, guys. Like, everybody started somewhere. Everybody started somewhere. What the hell? Where is this? My bad, guys. 1 second. So any questions? Any questions on the app? Feel free to bring it up. You got it, Adam. I got you. Good thing you guys are getting it out of the way now. What other chart setting use of TradingView? Can you clarify that question, Jan? Let me make sure I know what you mean by that. Clarify that question for me. Let me know. What indicators to use? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, I mean, it varies. You know, it varies a lot. No expiration. Adam, I got you. Adam, so you have the yearly membership. So I have to put an expiration date on yours. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to add you. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to add you till the end of the year, and then I'll double check later when your expiration date is. But this is free for lifetime members. You're on the yearly plan, brother. Oh, did I add you already? I think I did. Yeah, I meant to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, and I'll double check that later. But yeah, anybody that is on a yearly membership, guys, you guys can take advantage as well and just upgrade to lifetime. I know it's a little bit of a higher price, but there is an incentive to take advantage of the discount. Plus, we apply a prorated amount of what you paid so far this year. So it does come out cheaper, and I can share the discount link, Adam, if you're interested in that. You know, that way you don't have to worry about any more payments in the future. Sometimes people get hit by that surprise amount, you know, on the yearly amount, and they're like, oh shit, I forgot about it, you know, blah 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 blah. Oh wow, I forgot to close my
order filled
app. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm long here. Let me see what's going on with the market, man. Are we dumping? All right, so we're getting close to this put entry right here. I don't like trading the first 15 minutes of market open. Let me just double check if any market watch. So Jan, it really depends on your preferences as far as what your style of trading is. So if you're a stock trader, there's certain indicators. I have a lot of recommendations as far as, like, you know, free ones. You know, me personally, I use the 921 EMA combo, which is a free. It's free on TradingView. Let me see what we got today. Consumer sentiment final. So in 13 minutes, we're gonna have some data. Right here, guys. Right, consumer sentiment, 10 a.m. That is today. So there could be some market movement on that. And we'll see what happens with this candle right here. This is looking ugly so far right now. Looks like we're getting a broad market dump right now. VIX is pumping 3%. Oh my God, APLD, why are you doing this to me? Whew. They had a nice another contract with CoreWeave. Every time we touch CoreWeave, man, there's a nice dump. I don't know why. But yeah, so just patience, guys. I know we're tapping this put entry right now, but again, we're gonna get some data in 12 minutes. As difficult as it is, I know we're touching these levels right now, but I don't like touching any trades before that market data. It's just the way I trade. That's just me personally. I'd rather wait for more confirmation. I like to wait these first 30 minutes out, at least definitely the first 15 minutes. But when we have some kind of market data coming, I like to be patient and just wait it out, wait for some market direction and see what happens. This dip could get bought. Like, you don't want to chase longs and then you see some kind of thing like this. And then maybe you get faked out on longs too. And maybe we get another opportunity for puts and take it to the downside. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. VIX is pumping though. That's not good. That's not good. That's usually leaning towards the bearish side, guys. So VIX is always on my radar if I'm day trading. Every time. What's up, OG? Thanks for joining. So Jan, again, we do have there's many different indicators. We have some free ones in the, you know what? I think I'm going to close this APLD, man. I thought we'd get a move to 18 today, man, but not looking that way. I feel like the sector, let me just double check semis today. Woo! Oh my God, Marvel's down 16%. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so I would say APLD it's still in a good spot. In general, these dips could get bought today, but Marvel being down 16%, I don't know what the hell they said on the conference call, but this could be affecting the market sector for sure. IBKR, man, nice. Yeah, IBKR had a big momentum. I remember seeing some options flow on that like 2 months ago, and I never took action though. I never traded IBKR, to be honest. VIX breaking 15 here, not good. Baba, man, what a beautiful move. Took profits on Baba. UNH you got on watch here? Let me see UNH. Looks like I went long on futures here, but I may reconsider here. I gotta set a stop, man. All right, so let's talk about Discord, guys. Discord first. I want to make sure you guys are familiar, especially you guys are on free trial. Get yourself familiar, guys. All right, some tips and tricks. All right. First of all, I already mentioned to you, every single channel on the server, has pinned messages that can be helpful to you in the future. I highly recommend check out the pinned messages, especially in the main stock chat and the main options chat. You'll see countless amount of pinned messages in there. Okay, and then you can also favorite. So if you right click if you're on the desktop or website, Discord, you can right click any specific channel and favorite them. When you favorite a channel, it goes to the top of the list. So you don't have to scroll all the way down and go through all the channels just to get to wherever you want. Right, so obviously mine looks a lot different because obviously I'm staff. I talk to a lot of people on free trial, and I try to get in touch with pretty much everyone that has any kind of specific question. And I talk to a lot of trial users. So my list is a mess. Okay, but the average trader, my suggestion would be, if you're interested in options, right? Obviously, you're gonna favorite the main options chat. Favorite most channels in the options tier right here. So top tickers, elite XTrades chat, watch this channel. I would definitely favorite those. 100% favorite those guys. Favorite these, right? It'll take it to the top of the list. Same thing if you're just a stock trader, right? You want to favorite the watch list channel and the top tickers channel. Only our top traders on the server. Only our top traders on the server are posting in the watch list and the top tickers channel. If you've noticed, the top tickers channel actually, VK, are you still here? No, VK's not here anymore, but all good. in this channel, we actually have our own internal scanners. So if you notice here, hot penny stocks. This was yesterday, right? So these are just names that you can probably keep on watch. This is a potential short squeeze, right? Open. Obviously, if you're familiar with the market at all lately, open had a hot run. Let's see, APLD. You'll see a lot of top tickers analysts right here, man. So it's really insightful. In the watch list channel, sorry, this is where the scanner is. High volume watch list for the day. And then a pre-market watch list for stock traders as well over here. And then we got the same deal in the watch list channel for options. We have our own XTrades internal scanner. So let me go back. Let me scroll down here. Theo always puts a nice little market brief as to what's going on with, like, if you missed, let's say you went on vacation, you don't know what the hell's going on with the market. You can always look in the watch list channel. Theo posts a nice briefing, like basically explaining like what the heck's going on in the broad market, kind of situation. Wow, Dell is down 6% today. Wow, Dell is an interesting name for me personally. I love Dell to the long side. And I did take longs on Dell before, so we might revisit that. I haven't taken a look at UNH Tepo, but I'll definitely take a look. I'm like not the biggest fan of UNH, honestly, but they're just too much crap surrounding it. But I am bullish above it. If it gets above 330, that's really a huge line. That keeps getting rejected. Got rejected in July, disgustingly, and then got up to maybe 320 area. Couldn't even get to 330. So that's really a big key level for UNH personally. Let's see. Looks like Morgan Stanley. What was that? What did that say? Yeah, my fear for United, because I work in healthcare, IT. And my fear for United is this Optum, man. If they break up Optum from United, that is going to be a massive hit to their revenue. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not totally familiar with UNH like fundamentals, but I believe that Optum is their biggest driver in revenue. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna look too deep into it, but yeah, I believe it's one of their biggest revenue drivers. All right, we got consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. and it looks like if this pulls back, guys, let me tell you something. If this pulls up right here to 640, 650 again, and the consumer sentiment is more on the negative side, either way, this is going to be a nice opportunity for put entry right here. So we'll see what happens right here. We'll see what happens there. Again, we have it on watch, and we'll see. If we get a nice little pump, we might take a starter. It doesn't have to tap the put entry again. Remember, we already broke below. We already got a confirmed break, but right now, yeah, semiconductors are weak for sure, and that usually affects the entire market. I say that all the time in the main options chat. Semiconductors are the leaders of the market, whether we like it or not. Semiconductors are the leaders of the market. And if semis are dumping, something's wrong. And it could be associated with this Marvel earnings. I don't know what the hell they said on the earnings call, but I have a feeling that potentially something related to, guidance and things being too expensive or something along the lines of that, probably. It is Marvel, right? Is it Marvel? Is it Marvel, guys? Am I saying it wrong the whole time? I've always said Marvel, like comics. Yeah. Am I saying it wrong? Oh, it is Marvel? That's hilarious. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. That's like JTW when sometimes he says Nio. He used to say Nio, and I had to correct him. Like, bro, you need to stop saying Nio right now. It's Neo. It's Neo. Hilarious. But all right, guys. So I gave you the little tip and trick right there. You can right click and favorite any specific channel right there. Right. But again, only our top traders are posting in the Elite XTrades chat, the watch this channel, and the top tickers. So you may want to focus more so on here versus just paying attention to random dialogue in the main options chat, because some things can get misconstrued, and sometimes you might follow somebody that says, you know, SPY is heading towards, SPY all-time highs today. And then you're like, oh my God, I got to take calls. I got to take calls. I got to take calls. And then all of a sudden you get wrecked, and then you blame somebody else. You really got to hold yourself accountable with trading, guys. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. All right, so I'll talk about the alert channels now, right? Tier Pro. Tier Pro are our top analysts on the server, so you have that in the main option, in the options alerts, and then the stock alerts section as well. Tier Pro, right? Tier 2 and Tier 3. Tier 2 are basically the next tier of staff traders. So like, for example, my trades would go into Tier 2. And then Tier 3 are everyone on the server. Everyone else on the server can post in the Tier 3 channel. So if you're on free trial, you can actually take advantage of this. If you're a brand new trader, my recommendation to you is, why does he say stop? Mickus. I don't know why he said that. I'll delete that. So if you are posting in Tier 3, you will have stats accumulated over time. After 10 posted trades, you actually get your own stats on the app. So it looks like this. If I go to my profile, I go here, and every single trader has stats just like this. All it takes is 10 posted trades. Yeah, don't worry, brother. You're gonna when I open a trade, you're gonna know. I'll talk about it live. All right, so consumer sentiment just came out, and so far in market, it looks like a positive reaction right there. Let me zoom into the 1 minute. Looks like a positive reaction, but again, like I said, if we get a little pump up here, I'm likely going to take puts somewhere over here. Definitely going to take shorts on futures, and then I'll look into the options chain, and let me see what we can put on the watch list. Let's take a look. Let me see. I'm actually sad about APLD, man. Wow. Got wrecked. Looked so good. All right, so let me take a look. Toast looks good. Wow, Tesla, man, got rejected so hard at 350. Faked everybody out. Let me take a look at the options chain, guys. Just gonna prepare for this potential put entry here. We're a whole dollar below though, so we're gonna see how we react off this 649.29, 645.29 area. This is basically our line of new support right here. If this breaks below PT1, then we're also gonna potentially take puts. Yeah, Porox, me personally, I am very bullish on APLD. I believe it's the future of data center, and I think data centers have a huge factor in the future, because it's just somebody has to power this stuff up, right? And APLD is pretty primed in a good position. They have the backing of NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA's invested like 7 million shares into them. So they're up like, I don't even know, man. They've definitely doubled their investment already. I think they've been in APLD since maybe $4, which is insane. Maybe $6, I think, per share. Just about. So yeah, this is my watch list that you're seeing right here. I'm also bullish on Riot. I think that if they just come out with any kind of announcement that says that they're not only doing crypto Bitcoin mining, I think they have a nice chance of having a move similar to Wolf. If you guys recall, Wolf had a massive move. I'll show you that real quick. Wolf had a massive move to the upside, pretty much doubled when they announced that they were going to pretty much be in the form of a data center play instead of just Bitcoin mining, which is what I wanted for Riot. It didn't happen though. And then all of a sudden they had a deal with Google. I mean, in any stock that has a deal with any Mag 7 stock, you're looking at a big move to the upside. Yeah, Garduel, man, you did. You definitely talked about Wolf. I remember, man. I missed out on it. I gotta say, I missed out on it big time. I was hoping for that kind of move with Riot, but it didn't happen. But I could still see it. Like any of these companies right here, Poet is very small cap, so this is much more risky. Cores, they apparently might get acquired by CoreWeave, so that's also a potential big mover. But it looks like the market doesn't believe in it yet because this would have been way higher by now. Cores. Yeah, Wolf. Let me look at Wolf on the long term. I mean, is it at all-time highs here? Oh, maybe not. Actually, let me see. No. Oof. Wow. Did they reverse? They did reverse split, right? Oh, they didn't. Oh my God. When was this $40? What the hell? That's crazy. Okay. All right, let's see. Now we got about 5 minutes after that consumer sentiment. We'll see if the market believes in upside here or this is just gonna be a down day. I mean, I'm usually leaning pretty bearish when semiconductors are super red. So this could be just a straight up, just down, ugly, disgusting day.
Order filled.
I don't know how I'm losing money here if I am not in a position. Hold on, let me refresh this here. Marvel looks decent for a starter entry, honestly, but I don't like trading anything after earnings. Right after earnings, I think that it could potentially see more downside, or this is also nice, right? On the weekly chart right here, this 64 area, I drew this for a reason, and I don't even know when I drew this. This must have been a long time ago. But this was a huge line of support at the time, and looks like, I mean, it got a big move off that and went to the 80s. I never traded it though, and here we are. So, but if it loses this 60, what is this, 6360 area, it could see a big move down lower to 50s. And if semis go red, man, tough. BBAI, it's tough, man. Right now, this has a chance to get it to 480. That was my next line of support. This is where I took longs again on BBBAI. I'm pretty bullish on it long term, but right now, this has no setup for me personally. I'll wait till 480 or a break back above 560. In between that is kind of no man's land right now, honestly. That's me personally. Oh my God, man, we got a big flush. Wow. Big flush. So we got to PT3 there on that in 10 minutes, man. That's crazy. I guess we should have taken those shorts right there on that little tiny pump when there was some green candles right there. But man, this would have been a great entry, but didn't take it, man. All good. All good. It's tough to take SPY right here. We'll see what others are saying as well. Again, I don't trade alone, right? The goal of this stream, and really to show you guys that you have the capability to make your own decisions based on what others are saying as well, and kind of help you through the process, right? The main option chat, I look at it and I kind of take action based on, you know, what others are kind of, you know, they're saying, right? I'm actually thinking to take longs here. Let me see. PT3 already met. Let's see. SPY, no setup at all so far this morning, says Crazy A, which is another one of our top analysts on the server. Let's see. We'll pick up long dated calls around 642, where the bottom of the trend line up channel is. Let me take a look at that. Let's see. Oh my God, I got a big mess over here, man. Okay, yeah, I could see what he's saying there. Let me remove these real quick. It's funny how fib levels kind of work its way back to levels, man. 644.49 was a big level for me, and if it lost that, we were probably seeing 641 again. Look at this nasty red candle, man. Wow. Yeah, we lost some support here. Not good. Let me put the SPY plan back. Yeah, so this looks like PT3 is now going to be kind of that line of support, 644. It's making me want to take longs here potentially, guys. But unfortunately, I would rather... Oh my God, man, I got wrecked here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take longs here with the stop below this low on day here. Bro, what is going on here? Okay, yeah, stop out here. I'm going to buy.
Order filled.
Taking a couple of longs here. Man, I don't know
Order
how
filled.
for not focusing, man. Look at this. I'm down $80 today on futures. This is futures, what you're seeing here, guys, by the way. Zoom in here. Oh my God, we haven't seen these levels in this long? Yeah, we got some support over here. This was a nasty. I don't know what the hell this candle was. This must have been some news last week or a couple days ago. Oh, probably. I think it was what, CPI. I forgot. There was something a couple days ago. Yeah, so I'm in a few longs here. I have a long signal here with support at the low on day. What looks like what is this candle? I have a feeling we just kind of go straight down though, but 643.79 low on day. We'll see if we get down there, man. If not, we might need some low levels here. It's tough to catch, man. Sometimes it's tough to catch these moves. Today was definitely not easy because huge move before 10 a.m. So we're kind of hoping for a bounce here at low on day, but may not happen. Uh-oh. Did I lose my stream here? Did the screen go out? Can you guys still see my screen? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, this is looking pretty ugly, guys. We're just kind of hoping for a bounce, but if we lose low on day, let me zoom out a bit. Look at this, man. We lost the 333 SMA. I'm gonna have to zoom out to the 1 hour. Yep, I could see 642 being next big support. We might flip bearish pretty quickly here. But I've got to minimize my loss here, man. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I'm going to shave one off there.
Order filled.
Oh yeah, I did read that. There was Baba. Baba's bullish right now, man. Wow. Oh my God, it kept going, huh? Look at Baba. Let's see Mag 7, what that looks like right now. Tesla lost 340. Ooh, that is not good. What's the strongest of the mags right now? And who's the weakest link? Google looks okay. Amazon new low on day. Apple's hanging on by a thread. Microsoft, everything is getting a little bit of a bounce except Tesla. Tesla looks horrible.
Order filled.
Yeah, we might flush here, guys. That was nasty candle right there.
Order filled.
Yeah, I gotta get out of this trade, man. I gotta cut my losses here. That was a nasty candle, guys. We lost low on day here. I'm pretty bearish now until we get to 642 potentially. And let me see. Let's check this plan again. Yeah, we're losing that low on day here. We only got one little bounce there. That was about it. But I am flipping bearish if we go below this low on day again. Looks like we're getting a retest here. Let me set an alert in case we go lower here. So the only reason I'm trading futures here, by the way, guys, is just because the theta on options is just tough to trade, man. It's tough to trade, so I've been trading futures more. But if I do see an opportunity with the options chain, we'll scope out the scene as well. We'll scope out the scene on... I'm trying to cut my losses here with these pumps. We'll scope out the scene on the app and see what trades are out there, and we'll go through the app exactly what you should be doing, how you should be using the app to your full advantage. We already talked about the Discord alert channels. Any questions on those? Any questions on those? Feel free to bring it up, guys. Feel free to bring it up, guys. All right, we went over the watch this channel. We went over the watch this channel. We went over the top tickers, right? So you guys should really be focusing on these mostly more than anything else, guys. Honestly, mostly these channels. Use the search function to your advantage as well. If you miss something from someone specific, like for example, Crazy A, right? He talks a lot on the server. You can look up anything specifically that he has said on any channel, right? Use this filter. Like also guys that maybe don't talk as much. Brycat, right? He doesn't talk as, Sage. Saying the Sage of Six Paths. Right, Brycat. Right, he doesn't talk as much every single day, but when he says something, it's usually something that is probably high quality, high content, yeah, usually what he says is pretty solid. Same thing with, for example, like Big Tex. This guy's a monster trader. He's probably one of the best I know for sure. You know, he doesn't communicate as much, but when he does, you better pay attention. JTW, right? He provides a trade plan every single Tuesday and Thursday, 2 or 3 trade plans every single Tuesday and Thursday. I cannot recommend enough. Hop into his live streams and you will learn something from these. IREN, if anybody took this to the long side, man, this had a monster move after earnings especially, but the move prior was big too. Right, so JTW has his trade plans pretty much every day. If you just search plan, right, the daily SPY plan, and then every again Tuesday and Thursday he has plans for different types of stocks. So Galaxy was just the other day. OKLO was a couple days ago. Tesla as well. Let's see where Tesla is actually on his plan. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, the put entry is 336, which we're almost there, actually. Let me look at Tesla. Actually, I'm gonna set a alerts on this Tesla. Wow, man, what a huge rejection at 350. Look at these candles. Rejected, 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 rejected. Somebody's trying to keep Tesla lower. Okay, nice little pump here. I wasn't expecting this. Nice. All right, I'm back to break even. Whew. Ah, that's a relief. I was down 80 bucks there, guys. I'm just trying to pass this funded account, guys. So, all right. So we have some kind of movement here. Let's see what happens here. I'm still potentially looking for short opportunities, though. To be honest, you have to kind of ride the trend. Just because we get a little pump like this doesn't mean that we're just gonna go all the way back up, right? I mean, think about it. To get all the way back up to the call entry 648, very unlikely. But you never know. We've seen crazier things. There's no other market economical data, nothing like that for the rest of the day. So there's not much to go on except just price action. So I like to use these levels as pretty much a point of reference. Use these as support and resistance. Right now, the next line of support of resistance is 644.65. If we break that, then we can head up towards 645.29. Pretty straightforward, guys. Just follow the lines, right? So potentially, I would love for it to come back up here though, and then take puts to the downside right here. So we'll see what happens here. I'm not a fan of trading the levels down here. It's kind of tough to get a gauge, you know. But usually that means that all the mags are probably pumping right now in response. And Google, again, Google looks the strongest here. I'm going to zoom into Google here. Google is pretty much at yesterday's high on day. And I kind of like this to the long side. If we can break high on day today, I kind of like Google calls, guys. Let me take a look at the options chain. And I'm going to scope out the scene in the meantime. I'm going to scope out the scene in the meantime, which is on the app, right? On the app, guys. If you're not familiar and you haven't logged into the app, let me know. Give me like a 1 in the chat or something like that. All you need to do is sign in. Sign in with Discord. Once you start to follow specific traders based on your preferences, this is really how you have the app as a cheat sheet for you. All right, so all you have to do is hit authorize. One of my alerts popped off. Let's see what that was. Okay, Google's pumping, man. Let me check Google. Is Google at all-time highs? Why did I write this? Why did I mark this level? Oh, it sure is. It sure is at all-time highs. People are going to want to keep this low. I'm looking at the options chain right now. I like the 212.50 calls. Nasty rejection so far. Oh my God, bro. Baba's at 133. Oof. Guys, I'm going to be on for another maybe 10-15 minutes. I'm going to use the app now to the advantage. 212.30 is where I'd like to potentially take longs here on Google, but we're not there yet. We got rejected again. We got rejected again. Oh my God, is that VIX pumped all the way up to 16? This is huge. Yeah, that's basically that's what's happened today. All right, so let's scope out the scene on the app. Right, so once you start to follow specific traders, I like to toggle between where it says open alerts only. Right, and I can filter between stocks or options. Right, I can filter between stocks or options. And I could start to see just the traders that I'm following and trades that are up 5, 10, 15, 20, 30%. I can take a better entry than them. Here's a good example. Hydra, he's one of our top traders on the server. He's down 10 and 15% on these. Hims, down 10%. There you go. I bookmarked this one. You can get a better entry than Hydra. He's a solid trader, but he hasn't stopped out on this yet. He's more of a long-term positional trader. So, always consider that, right? He usually doesn't go down this much on trades, though. So, you don't see this too often. So, I'm going to bookmark this, all right, just to kind of keep track of it. Slice Breath, another one of our top traders here. He's been around for a long time as well. Solid trader. Anything he says also is one of those guys that you might want to pay attention. So I'm going to bookmark this one. Again, I can get a better entry than them. Rocket Slam. Slam is an awesome trader as well. Rocket Mortgage, I think this is. He's down 3% on this. You can get a better entry than him. APLD, what's it looking like now? Oh my God, man. APLD lost 16. I'm so sad about that. But I'm gonna bookmark this one. I'm actually long on this name already. I think I've been long since 1590 or something like that. Let's see what else. All right, so those are just stock trades, just examples for stock trades. Let's take a look at the options chains. Might be a little more scary. Yep, you'll see some bigger losses here because obviously today is expiration day. There'll be a lot of movement with these. This PT3 is getting held pretty nicely here so far. What's up, Killa? What's going on? Pow. Professional Munch. Like that name. What's going on, guys? Welcome to XTrades. Any questions, guys? Any questions so far on the trial? Man, this is getting a nice pump again. Look at this candle right here. This shows indecision. This shows big buy. This shows a big rejection. This shows a bigger buy right here. But the volume is decreasing here, so it's kind of iffy. Oh, hold on. I gotta take off my old spy plan. Add this one. Okay. Yeah, we keep rejecting. We keep rejecting. So far. Okay, so again, this is where you kind of scope out the scene, right? And you could start to get, again, better entries than a lot of traders here. A lot of top traders. These are traders that I follow specifically, right? Shinobi, he's down 33%. I love taking trades when he's down on trades, especially. Right? I'm actually going to follow this trade. Bullish on Ethereum. Bitcoin itself lost, I think it was 110K. Oops. Oh my God. Was not expecting 110, man. So pretty bearish overall, man. Crypto is also bearish. Could be a start of a big downswing, maybe. Let's see. Crypto. Yep, all crypto's down. Ethereum is down 4%. And if you didn't know already, guys, we have a crypto dedicated server as well. One membership gives you access to both servers, guys. One membership gives you access to both servers. And I'll share the link if you don't have that already. Actually, just DM me if you're not in the crypto server. Let me know, and I'll be happy to share that. All right, where were we? On the app, right? I'm gonna bookmark this trade. Let's see what else. Gizmo's got SMCI $60 calls, long swings target $69. He's down 33% on this trade. Current price $730, right? He hasn't stopped out on this. Again, semi's looking iffy today. This Disney call I wanted for a while. I I think I want to follow this trade for sure. Actually, this Disney trade. Let me take a look at Disney. SPY's looking good. SPY's looking good here. If we get back to this 645, I'm going to look into shorts, guys. Google's pumping back up. Let's see what else. PLTR 165 calls, right? Again, some of these might be more expensive to some of you traders, but again, that's the benefit of the app. You can start to, take a look at IWM 250 calls. This is a nice one. You can request an update. You can comment under anything here. Testing, comment via live stream. Osiris. Just a test, right? Right. This is a cheap contract, right? Entry price was 138. It's at 105 now, right? Potential nice long term. Well, not really long term. This is just a monthly swing. All right. Again, I'm bookmarking all these trades, right? So now I can go to my bookmarked trades, and I can start to scope out the scene, right? Again, I'm getting a better entry than them. So let me take one of these. I'm interested in actually, let me see what's the best setup. We'll take a look at all of these right now. ETHA. Let's take a look at this one first. Yeah, I told myself I like if it breaks above 35. I love it. It rejected that pretty hard and broke down. I said decent dip buy would be around 32, and this 31.50 was a pretty much a decent line of support. You can even take this down to maybe 30 bucks since we're discounted here. So I'm gonna take this trade with an idea behind stopping out at 30 bucks on this. And let me take a look at Ethereum real quick. Not much there. Not much there. Go to the weekly. I mean, this move was so big, man. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Yeah, we got some support right here. Kind of coincides with the trend line there. Got some support over here. Right here, right here. And then, so this 4170 spot would be an area that we'd probably consider stopping out. Right? So let's go ahead and take this trade, right? ETHA 1121. And I'm going to take a look at the options chain, right? You guys have also access to the bot queries channel. Right, bot queries channel. Every single member on the server has access to this bot queries channel. So I like to take a look at this, right? Options activity. And if you want to get familiar with the bot queries channel, you just type /help in this channel and you'll see all the commands available to you. There's a lot of cool commands in here, guys. All right, so there's a lean towards the bullish side for December. Look at these 3 million, right? 2 million to the bull side. Call volume's much higher than the premium there for the upside. So it might take either longer dated or shorter term calls here. It might not take the exact same one as Shinobi here, but let me take a look at ETHA. Looking at the options chain here. Yeah, so that 35 call has 3,000 volume. Big open interest, so it could be some big call sellers there. December. The 30 call looks decent. Pretty expensive though, more on the expensive side. But you know what? I like the volume on this contract, so I'm gonna take this trade. Delta's 50. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna take this on the broker. We're gonna buy the dip here, guys, on ETHA. All right, so I'm gonna open the trade. BTO. ETHA 35 call 1121 at M. Starter swing. Buying the dip. And I also like to buy shares as well. Add to the conviction a bit. And if I'm going to attach a chart here, ETH. Area near 4170. ETHA hard stop below 30. So that's kind of what we're going to say here on the ETH shares. Risky. It's always risky with ETH. I'm going to set a stop loss at 30 if we get there. So it'll be a small loss, but I like the risk reward for higher. If Bitcoin is really going to have a nice breakout. Look at this. All right, I'm definitely going to look into taking puts here. If you guys are still with me. I'm looking at the 644 put for today. $6.44 put for today at 85. Oh my god, it might be too late for you guys, man. I'm still gonna alert it. $6.44 put. This is high risk, guys. 6.44 put, 8.29 at M. Risky, 0 DTE. And we're basically targeting PT 3 here, back down to 6.44. And we're looking to stop out pretty much at this VWAP right here. 645.60 would be a hard stop. I would be able to average down around the 640. If we pump back up to the 645.29, we can potentially take an average down. Price would be around 70 or so. So Jan, if you're still with me, 6.44 put for today. And hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it made sense as to why we took it. The idea was that basically we're using this as a line of resistance now. This 645.29 as resistance. So the idea is that this rejects and heads lower again towards this PT3. I wouldn't suggest chase though if you didn't take it when I first said it. I'm already up 15% here, so we'll see what happens. Don't chase though. Don't chase. My entry was, to be exact, was 82. 82. And again, since this is high risk, I only bought one contract. My average down would be around 65 to 70, which would be probably around the price if we get back up here. But the idea, the target would be pretty much around here. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to send an alert in case we break back above here. Average down. Yeah, already up 25% here. We'll see. Google still looks strong. If we start to pump up the other way, definitely Google's going to be the first one that I would like to take calls on. Oh, baby. All right, I got to take profits here, man. Too close. 40%. Fine.
Live streaming. Oh, thank you. Oh, you didn't say.
Yeah, but I'm about to be done.
So you can't eat now.
Yeah, can't know.
Why you have this so low?
It was hot. All right, I got to take profits here, guys. Definitely up at least 40% here. I already took profit on the broker. It's only one contract, but sometimes that's the way it got to be done. Should be 115 right now. We'll take it 30% on a day trade any day of the week, guys. And just move on to the next trade. That's it. I should have taken shorts on this futures. It would have been basically this move right here, and we would have been good. So, Jan, again, hopefully that made sense, man. It's just really understanding the ideas behind the trades that really will help you last longer. If you don't understand the ideas behind the trades, then that's kind of what makes things more difficult, and it'll, you kind of start to guess like, what should I do? What do I do? What do I do? You want to avoid that question as much as possible. I already sold my one contract, but you got the idea. That was a 35% gain right there. And it doesn't mean, again, you just sell into the strength, right? You don't always have to wait for an area of specific support or resistance. Now, if I had multiple contracts, then you can mess around with it a little bit. Where you could take profit and leave some runners and raise your stop loss every time. Get in the habit of that. Yeah, that was like a 5-minute trade, so I can't blame you if you didn't miss that one. Oh my God, look at this. Those are at 130 now, probably up 50%, 50, 60% right now. Jan, so hopefully that made sense, man. I know it's tough to catch that, but basically the idea is this was new resistance and we needed a breakdown right back below. We talked about it over here. Basically said, if we get a pump back up here, we could potentially take puts to the downside. Right? Made sense? Now, usually it's a lot easier because we follow the call entry and the put entry, and it makes it a lot easier. Like yesterday was I don't want to say extremely easy, but it was a lot easier than normal. Yesterday was pretty easy day to the long side. Today, this was hard to catch, and I normally, if this happens, if this big move happens in the first 20-30 minutes of the market open, I miss it pretty much every time, and you kind of have to work with what you got after that. And I'm totally fine with that. I rather feel comfortable in my trades. That's really the goal with trading in general. You want to feel comfortable with all your trades. And we could head lower here, man. Again, we lose 643.70. I think we can go even lower. This could get really ugly, actually. VIX is pumping. Also a sign of potential, further downside. So I'm gonna actually take shorts here. I'm gonna set some orders for shorts on futures. But yeah, guys, hopefully this helped you out. I am pretty much, I have to run out. So if you guys have any last questions, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. Friend request me, DM me, Pow. I'm going to friend request you. Oh, I got your friend request. I got you. I'll guide you guys, whoever's on free trial, I'll guide you guys through the free trial and show you around more intimately than this stream. The stream is really helpful for pretty much the general population, but if you want to get down and dirty into the thick of things and more one-on-one guidance, I'm happy to do that. That's really the goal of the live stream, and really my goal in general is to help as many people as possible just get more familiar with what we offer. Guys, there's a lot of discords out there, and a lot of them are charging an insane amount of money, like 60, 70, 100, $200 a month, which is crazy. We only charge $38. This is probably going to go up in the next probably by 2026, when the new year comes around. I think this is going to be a different method. It's going to be probably a one-time $100 initiation membership fee, and that'll be good for 3 months. Something along the lines of that. I don't know the full details yet, but that's definitely changing. But anyone paying this amount initially at these prices, you'll be locked into that price until you cancel. So just make sure you take advantage. Again, today, just for you guys joining the live stream, we do provide incentive. So you get 10% off the monthly recurring. 1 year is $330 for the whole year. So that is huge savings long term. And then you can always, if like, let's say 6 months into your 1 year membership, you want to upgrade, that price you paid can go directly into the lifetime payment. So, and this is 25% off just for you guys joining the live streams. All right, guys. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully this helped you out a bit. I hope if you are green for the day, if you are green on the day,
Order filled.
Green. If you're red on the day, don't make it worse. There's always a next trading day. Take your time, dedicate some time into getting more familiar with the app, more familiar with the server, and I promise it will help you out long term. But if you're just here to blindly follow trades and guess and hope and pray about it, praying is great, believe me, but it's not going to help your portfolio if you don't put in some of the work. And that's kind of what I want to show you guys long term is it can work for you, but you got to do some part of it. Right? It doesn't happen magically, guys. All right, guys, with that said, I'm out of here. Have a great weekend, and we'll be in touch via DMs. Take care, guys. You got it, Jan. We'll be in touch. Take care.